Coming up, Meghan Markle's shock business U-turn, and yes, it involves jam, honey and flour sprinkles. But first, the Duchess of Sussex, who claims to worry about the privacy of her offspring, which is provably a flat lie, has decided to post incredibly personal, intimate photographs of herself and Lily on the occasion of her daughter's 4th birthday. So Lily's birthday is June the 4th, 2025. She was born in 2021. Marking the occasion, Meghan shared 2 previously unseen black and white photos of herself and her daughter on Instagram. Now, these are very personal photographs. They're very intimate. Why would you share those with the world, especially if you've lectured all of us about the dangers of children and social media and the importance of privacy? But let's not forget that Harry and Meghan are a double act who said that they wanted to have privacy and then went on a world privacy tour that involved chat shows on TV, documentaries on Netflix, a book, the tell-all book Spare, podcast appearances, and so much more. So these are very personal photographs shared by Meghan Markle, clearly designed to build her brand. So one image shows Meghan holding Lily close on a windy boat trip. The other shows baby Lily as a newborn snuggled into Meghan's arms. The caption reads, "Happy birthday to our beautiful girl. 4 years ago today, she came into our lives, and each day is brighter and better because of it. Thanks to all of those sending love and celebrating her special day." Now, this is complete madness because you cannot have it both ways. There is no such thing as having some privacy, but not total privacy. It's like being half pregnant. And the bottom line is that Meghan is not remotely interested in Lily or Archie having private lives because she sees dollar signs when she sees those kids. Look what she's done with Lily so far in Lily's life. First of all, she makes her a celebrity by posting images of her on Instagram on her birthday. Lily is 4 years old. Her face, even a part of it, because of course it's obscured, shouldn't be anywhere near a platform like Instagram for the world to see. If you're going to have a photograph of your offspring, you do it like the royal family do, like the Windsors, and you have an official portrait. But of course, there's a wider story here. There is a plan to make Lily just as famous as Meghan herself, because she's taken the Queen's nickname, we know that, Lilibet, which is a word that's banned on this show. We will never casually refer to Lily as Lilibet because it is a stolen name from Queen Elizabeth. Meanwhile, she's obviously, used social media to advertise her kids. And she even said on her podcast this week that she hopes that one day she will run a business with Lily. So she's decided Lily's fate years in advance. In fact, at the age of 4, it is all mapped out for the poor kid. Here's my next question. Where's Harry? Where is Harry? It's like that game, Where's Wally? You know that cartoon where the guy with the stripy jumper and the bobble hat and the glasses, you got to spot him in a crowd. Where's H? Where's my husband? What happened to him? I thought he was so important to Meghan. Well, he doesn't get a mention in this social media post because Meghan has done a very clear thing. She has done an emotional land grab on the offspring. They are her kids. She came to the UK. She took Harry. She appropriated him, brought him back to North America. And now she's got those kids and she's taking the kids away from Harry. She's branding them very subtly as hers because it's Lily's birthday and the photographs are of Lily and Meghan because Lily is Meghan's, not Harry, because Meghan is possessive. That's what she does. And she takes things and she keeps them. Very, very controlling, very narcissistic behavior. Where's Harry? He's the father. There would be no Lily if it wasn't for Harry and his late night passion. His libido was part of the story, wasn't it? Oh, hello, my love. Shall we go upstairs now? Shall we retire to the bedroom, my love? I've had a lovely Wendy burger. Thank you for buying a Wendy burger because you're so lazy you don't cook. And you get takeout from Wendy Burger, which is my favourite. Thanks for the Wendy Burger. Shall we go up to the bedroom now? And you can see my glistening balls. Reference to the previous show. If you haven't seen it, it's a corker. Do check it out. So look, Poor Harry is responsible for everything. He's the reason Meghan is world famous. He's the reason why at the moment they've got a reasonable bank balance, although I've drawn attention to their long-term financial problems in the previous video. But yeah, all of it is thanks to Harry. The fame, the pedigree, the Windsor name, the fact that Harry is the son of the King of the United Kingdom. Meghan brought nothing. She had a few $1,000s and Z-list celebrity status in the United States. But now that she's got all of that, she's got the pedigree, she's got the fame, she's got the branding, she's even HRH, and she's even Duchess of Sussex, which really sticks in the craw for me. And she's got all that, so she doesn't need Harry anymore. So she's pushed him out. He doesn't get a mention in this Instagram post. Why isn't his silly old miserable face on those photographs? He's the father. He should be there because he's being frozen out. Meghan is already pushing. The divorce is in train, folks. This is happening in real time. Meghan has hired a massive staff, and that's to boost her business empire. She's got a PR team to boost her public profile. It's her Instagram. It's her TV series, With Love Meghan. It's her podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder. Confessions of a Female Founder. She hasn't founded anything. She found a prince, is what she did. But it's her podcast. And it's her house in Montecito. And it's her country, the United States. And it's her ambitions. And it's her profile. And it's her speech at the Time 100 Magazine Awards, where Harry was a mere accessory, a bag carrier. Because it's all about her now. It's her kids. And I would imagine that when the divorce happens, the Mark Dolan show has placed Harry and Meghan on a 24/7 divorce watch. When that happens, it'll be her money too. It'll be her money. Because she will use a team of American lawyers who will want to take everything. They'll be on the phone to Prince Charles going, "Hey, Charles, we're taking some of those royal houses in England. There's a river near Sandringham. We're taking the river. There's a mountain, a hill, a stream. We'll take some crowns as well. We've been down to the Tower of London and I've seen some jewels that we'll be taking half of because I am a top California lawyer." Oh my goodness. When the divorce happens, there's no prenup. Special video about that. Do check it out. There's no prenup. Meghan is going to take Harry down and she's going to take him down to Chinatown is where she's going to take him for Oriental cuisine. And it won't be pretty. I swear. And so look, where's Harry in this Instagram post? He's nowhere to be found. They're her kids now. They are her kids, not Harry's. Proof of that. First of all, in the series, With Love Meghan, don't you know, I'm not Meghan Markle anymore. I'm Meghan Sussex. I'm Meghan Sussex. I'm Meghan Sussex. Absolutely shocking. In that show, Harry never gets a mention. He gets called my husband. My husband. I call him H. He's called Harry. Use his name. But it's all about the kids. It's all about Archie and Lily. And that's where all of the intellectual property is being focused. And that's where the column inches are being achieved. We're talking about it. We're playing into her game. She's on Instagram. It's all about the offspring. And it's not about Harry. Harry is not part of brand Meghan anymore. Harry, the world's least happy millionaire. Humpy-dumpy-dumpy-dump. Hello, my love. Thank you, my love. Shall we go upstairs and I can show you my crown jewels? Humpy-dumpy-dumpy-dump. Harry's not part of her plans. She's hired a team of experts from business and PR on six-figure salaries that Harry's paying for, by the way, to grow her business interests. Then it was revealed that she writes a daily email to the children that they won't see until they're 18. Those emails are not from mum and dad. They're from Meghan only. And she said the true bit out loud. She said, when they're older, I want them to know, wow, I had an amazing mum. It's not her stated ambition that the kids go, wow, I had amazing parents, which is how families work, isn't it? It's about mum and dad. It's about a united front. Isn't that the point of families? A family implies a group of people who are interested parties, who are investors. Emotionally, financially, intellectually. That's the point of families. But this isn't a family for Meghan. But you see, because Meghan's comfortable with a divided family dynamic, because she's the one that divided up her own family, banishing her father, Thomas Markle, to a horrible high-rise apartment in the Philippines, which is adjacent to a 7-lane highway. Heavy diesel-engined cars from the Philippines. They didn't get the memo about climate change in the Philippines, folks. There's no net zero in the Philippines, I'm afraid. And I have viewers in the Philippines. And careful how I phrase that. Philippines. Shall I show you my glistening balls, my love? Shall we go upstairs? I've had the Wendy burger. I've had nuggets. Do you want to see my nuggets now? Hop-a-dump-a-dump-a-dump. He loves a Wendy burger. Harry loves a Wendy burger. It's the only thing that's keeping that marriage going at the moment. So they're not his kids. It's not his house. It's not his money. It's not his career. It's not his profile. It's not his Instagram. It's not his keynote speech in New York to the Times 100 leaders of the world. None of it is for Harry. Harry's like the stupid host cell that's been exploited. I mean, I don't really remember biology too much, but you had the cell and it exists to be invaded by the bacteria or the virus. And it sits there going, oh, hello, I'm a silly old cell. And the cell functions on behalf of the virus and goes around the body and makes you more ill. The cell there, the host cell, is a useful idiot. And that is exactly what the H-bomb Harry is. He's Meghan's useful idiot. And she's pursuing a scorched earth policy on the royal family. And he's helping her without even realizing it, because he is a slice of bread short of a sandwich. Humpy-dumpy-dump. He's not a clever man. I think he's... You might disagree, let me know in the comments. I think deep down he's a nice enough chap. But he's thick as two short planks. Biggest mistake of his life, marrying Meghan Markle. Can I tell you, so where is he? None of it's his now. He is a bystander. He's a spare in his own household. And I can tell you with absolute certainty that Harry hates all of this Instagram stuff. He hates it. And Harry hates the photographs, and he hates the social media, and he hates the fame. He's not interested. Because you see, the people that crave fame are the ones that have never had it, like Meghan. And she clawed her way to the top through determination and through will. She's not talented. She's not clever. She's not a great TV host. She's not a chef. She's a disastrous chef. That's why she is a regular at the Wendy Burger. In fact, that's why they know her. They're like, hey, Meghan, do you want another beautiful 100% American beef sandwich with crispy bacon and Monterey Jack cheese? Because she's not a chef. She's not an actress. Have you seen Suits? The extras were more convincing. The background artists, give them an Oscar compared to her rather wooden performance. But she does have one talent. She's really good at getting what she wants. What Meghan wants, Meghan gets. And it's going her way now. And so she wants to make the kids famous. So if anybody tells you that that couple, and especially Meghan, are concerned about the privacy and safety of their children, it's a lie. Because if you put a sort of semi-revealed photograph of your offspring on Instagram, you're advertising them, you're publicizing them. And it's actually worse only showing part of Lily's face, because it creates curiosity and intrigue. And there are plenty of dodgy people out there who will want to know more and want to know the features that Lily has. It's not the right thing to do. It's deeply, it's unethical. I'm genuinely shocked. It takes a lot to shock me, folks, but I'm really shocked. Harry hates all of this. I don't think he likes California. I love California. I'm going there In 3 weeks' time, the Mark Dolan Show is going to the United States for daily videos, including I will be visiting Montecito. Taylor Boys from Trouble. In the alien state, it's a one-on-one from Las Palmas to the Golden Gate. So why is Harry putting up with all of this? Because he's under her spell. He's got Stockholm Syndrome. Do you know about that? It's when you start liking your captor. That's what's happened with Meghan. And the thing is, she'll make him miserable. And then just as he looks like he's on his way out the door, then she'll love bomb him and gets him back in again. And that's how it works with these characters. So he's under her spell. I've got you under my skin. And even if he did wake up, he'd know now that he's in too deep. There's no way out, is there? Let me know in the comments. Is there any way out for the H-bomb? Because I don't think there is. I think there is now no escape for Harry Mountbatten Windsor. Even if he does wake up and realise what a mistake he's made, I think there's no way back. Why? Well, because the royal family won't have him back. William won't. The only thing William will give him is another right hook. Charles is devastated. He basically said that Charles is terminally ill on the BBC. Outrageous. So Charles won't forgive him. Camilla, I mean, revenge is a dish best served cold. Camilla is playing a straight bat on this one, but she doesn't take any nonsense because Camilla's a decent woman, an elegant and graceful woman that's been around the block a few times. She's nobody's fool, is Camilla. She's wise. What would you call her? She's wily. She's wily. She's a wily old dame that doesn't take any rubbish whatsoever. So the family won't have him back in England. The UK, Britain won't have him back. We don't want him back. Let me know, British viewers. Would you have Harry back? I know you won't, but let me know in the comments. So he's in a complete pickle. His life has been ruined, but he actually can't do anything about it now. I think the die is cast. He's been completely humiliated, and he's been a secondary figure in the household for a long time now. He cuts a lonely figure. He went to China on his own. She should have been there with him. She's his wife. Why can't you support your husband for once? She didn't join him for Valentine's at the Invictus Games in Canada. She said she loves Canada. Why can't she stay for 2 more nights and have Valentine's with Harry? And he could show her his Wendy chicken McNuggets in their hotel bedroom. Hello, my love. Can I show you my nuggets? They're golden. There's nothing that could fix the poor old Harry situation except if I go for a beer with him. As you know, on the Mark Dolan Show, we think the only solution to fix Harry is for me to go for a beer with Harry, and I'll fly to the United States. We'll find some kind of joint in Montecito, and we'll get a great American beer like Budweiser, which is the king of beers, and I'll straighten him out, and I'll say, you've made a mistake. You're trapped. She's a vile, manipulative, controlling person, and there's only one solution, which is to exit this thing. You've got to get out. That's all it is. It's the only option for him is to depart, but it ain't going to happen for now, but it will happen at some point. It's just a matter of time. Harry and Meghan on 24/7 Divorce Watch. You heard it here first. Now, we've seen this approach of putting Lily and Archie on social media, and it's because Meghan is preparing for life post-Harry, building her social media profile. I've got to tell you, she's doing this for clicks. And do you know what's so sad? This publicity will remind King Charles that he's not part of Lily's life. He loves his grandchildren. Charles is a very warm and affectionate man. And he's got to be reminded on Instagram that he won't be seeing his granddaughter and that he's only met her once, briefly, for a few minutes during Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee. Now, Jenny Bond, who's a good friend of mine, former BBC Royal correspondent, has told the Daily Mirror newspaper that Lily's birthday is midweek, so she assumes it will be a school day for Lilibet. But she said, I'm sure there will be time for a tea party or celebration of some kind. Kids' birthdays are always fun. And I think Meghan is the sort of person who'll put a great deal of effort and care into making the day extremely magical for her little girl. I disagree. Jenny Bond is often right about things. Meghan won't be cooking. Meghan's lazy. She'll be going to the Wendy Burger. And can I tell you, the team on the Mark Dolan show, we've done some research. And we've worked out how much it would cost for a birthday party for Lily to be catered by the Wendy Burger. Okay? And this would feed 10 to 12 people. And here is the menu. And it's absolutely outstanding. And I can just imagine Harry's eyes lighting up. So you'd have 4 Dave's single burgers, which are $5.49 each. Three junior bacon cheeseburgers at $2.99 each. 2 Baconators, which sounds amazing, doesn't it? That's almost science fiction. What is a Baconator? I don't know, but I would imagine that pigs were slaughtered in the production of the Baconator. They're quite expensive. They're $7.99 each. That's probably going to be for Harry because he's royal. Then you would have some chicken favorites, 4 spicy chicken sandwiches, $5.89. 2 classic crispy chicken sandwiches, $5.49. 20-piece chicken nugget sets. Then you've got some ranch sauce, barbecue, and ghost pepper mayo. I mean, this is the stuff of dreams. This is the party. Medium fries. You've got Baconator fries, by the way, not just a Baconator fries. 2 chili cups, whatever they are. You've got frosty treats, vanilla frosty, thank you very much, chocolate frosty, $2.49. An incredible experience, 10 to 12 people, $150. If that's not a mic drop, I don't know what is. But however good Lily's party is, Charles isn't going to be there. William and Catherine aren't going to be there, which is very, very sad. Catherine revealed at the time of Lily's birth that she'd never met the child. And it's my understanding that she hasn't met the child since. My understanding that William and Catherine have never met their niece. Isn't that sad? So we looked into the details of it, and it's very, very clear that she was asked, basically. She said, have you heard about the baby? And she said, yes, I wish her all the very best, is what Catherine said. I can't wait to meet her because we haven't yet. We haven't met her, so hopefully that will happen. And she was asked whether she FaceTimed Lily, and Catherine said, no, we haven't FaceTimed. There's been no contact. And the reason why, even though they were all in the same country for the Queen's Jubilee, the issue is that Meghan is notorious for weaponizing family members, and she's weaponized her own offspring in a game of bitter family politics. We know that because she's done it to her half-siblings, and she's done it to Big Thomas Markle, who lives in a high-rise, which is overlooking a 7-lane highway in Filipinas. Is Big Thomas Markle happy in the Filipinas? I don't think he is. He should be in Montecito, and he should be in a little granny house in the garden of that enormous estate that the couple own. That would be the right thing to do, but it ain't going to happen. So there you go. That is the horror of all of this. It breaks my heart. I say this with no pleasure whatsoever. But I've got a development for you, which is that it's breaking news, folks. Meghan Markle's been back on Instagram, right, after deploying her offspring for clicks and for fame and for money. She's revealed that her As Ever brand, which is her crumbling business empire, which closed down after 8 weeks, having sold 11 jars of unwanted jam, it's back. That's right. She's revealed on Instagram that As Ever would restock popular items later in the month. She thanked customers for their patience and teased upcoming offerings, signaling a return to the market with improved readiness. Well, this is a disaster, because what it means is it means more jam that no one wants. Disgusting, horrible jam with probably a couple of her eyelashes in there, and it's all homemade rubbish, isn't it? A couple of locks of her hair, maybe some dribble. Don't you know I'm not Meghan Markle anymore? I'm Meghan. So the jam is back. The honey's back. Now, I'm really worried that the honey's back, because you know who's going to be getting that honey is Archie and Lily, because she uses these tiny offspring to go around and collect honey from 10,000 angry bees. That is reckless, isn't it? So the honey, which is basically be a product of child labour, her own child labour. I mean, Archie and Lily, they are already working, aren't they? If they're being used on social media and if they're being name checked and if she's mapping out a career plan for them and making them celebrities, which she is, and burdening them with very loaded, very meaningful royal names like Lilibet, then you know there's more to come. So it's quite shocking. So the jam's coming back, the honey's coming back, and worst of all, the flour sprinkles are coming back. A complete nightmare. I'm worried about the flour sprinkles. There are enough illegal narcotics in California as we speak. And these flour sprinkles, in my view, they're worse than the fentanyl epidemic, worse than the people in San Francisco on spice, is what I would say. There are people now in downtown LA wandering around like this. It's not the fentanyl. It's not the opioids. It's the flour sprinkles. They're hallucinogenic. They're toxic. And people aren't supposed to eat flowers. But they're back on sale next month, folks. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Listen, so much more to come from the next video. Shorter one today. I hope you don't mind. But lots to pack in a short package. Full-length Mark Dolan show tomorrow. I'll leave you with my troublesome neighbour's cat, Reg. Yes, I have a visitor that comes in, affects the production of the show, sits on my computer laptop, storms the studio all the time, thinks he owns the place. His name is Reg, and he's my neighbour's cat. And he thinks that he's a man of action, but he ain't. By the way, the show, the Mark Dolan show, drops daily, 4:45 p.m. UK time. 8:45 a.m. West Coast USA, 11:45 a.m. East Coast USA, late night and early morning, depending on where you are in Australia and New Zealand down under. So, folks, can't wait for the next one. I'll leave you with Reg the cat, flower sprinkles. Welcome to the nerve centre of the Mark Dolan show. This, of course, is my computer where we do all the designs for the thumbnails, where we edit the videos. But I couldn't do it without this creature, who, let me tell you, is the hardest working business partner you could find. He lives the Mark Dolan show 24/7. It's relentless. He sends emails, well, he calls them cat mails because he's feline. And he just is obsessed. He's looking for sponsorship deals. He's giving me editorial ideas about what King Charles has been up to, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, who, by the way, he finds Meghan quite catty. And his output of effort and hard work is relentless. I'd nearly say he's a workaholic cat that will not rest, will not even take a mini nap until the Mark Dolan show is the biggest talk show in the world.